Have you ever thought about what it takes to build a happy little home? That's a nice thought, isn't it?
Now, let's imagine it's the year 1050 AD. Nearly 1,000 years ago, a wonderful group of people we call the Hohokam had that very same idea, right here in the heart of the beautiful Arizona desert.
And their answer was to build this special little home on this hill.
The roar of my motorcycle echoes through the Tonto National Forest. It's the only sound breaking the desert silence. The road ahead is a black ribbon slicing through a rugged canvas of earthy beige and browns. Each curve isn't just a turn in the road. It's a deliberate step back in time, pulling us further from the modern world and deeper into an ancient mystery. Deep in this sprawling wilderness lies a 1,000-year-old puzzle, a village built on a summit by a people who have since moved on. Today, we're going to take a gentle ride back in time to explore the Sears-Kay Ruins and ask one simple question. Why here? The ride out from Phoenix is a beautiful transformation. You see the sprawling, wealthy suburbs and the overabundant golf courses get smaller in your mirror. And the landscape just opens its arms to you. The road, Cave Creek, turning into Seven Springs Road, becomes our guide. It twists and climbs, and with every mile, the saguaros seem to stand just a little bit taller, like friendly giants watching us pass by. Our destination is more than just a spot on a map. It's a window into a world that was. I'm about 30 miles northeast of Phoenix, headed to a place where the Hohokam people decided to build their happy homes.
But who were the Hohokam? They were wonderful artists of the land, the canal makers,
who created marvelous irrigation systems that turned the Sonoran Desert into a beautiful garden. For centuries, they lived happily in the valleys, but then, around 1050 AD, something changed. They started to move, leaving their homes in the flatlands to build these cozy villages on these lovely hilltops, just like the one we're heading to. This change of heart is our gentle question of the day. Why the sudden desire for a home on high ground? Were they having disagreements over precious things like land and water? Or was there perhaps an outside worry, some unknown trouble that made them want the peace of mind that comes from a good view? These questions drift along with me as I lean into another curve. The desert air is full of this wonderful, beautiful smell of creosote and dust. Finally, a simple small brown sign appears. Sears-Kay Ruins. I pull the motorcycle into the rough paved lot. There are a few covered picnic tables here and a restroom, but there's no running water. A gentle reminder that out here, you have to bring your own. I turn the engine off, and the quiet that follows is so peaceful. It's also a good moment to be watchful, as this area is really known to have plenty of rattlesnakes around.
The journey on wheels is over. Now, the real adventure begins. The trailhead is where our real adventure begins.
The path is a lovely 1-mile loop that takes you right into the heart of the old village. I chose to go clockwise for a gentler, more gradual climb. The path is a little rocky, with nice tall steps made right into the earth, and it doesn't waste any time taking us up. With every step, you climb higher, and the 150-foot ascent gives you the most incredible, beautiful, rewarding views.
The world just opens up below. A huge canvas of rolling mountains and that beautiful Camp Creek wash far below.
But as you climb, you're walking through a landscape with a recent story of its own. In September of 2020, the large Sears fire swept through here, burning about 14,000 acres. It was an incredible sight where I got this time-lapse many years ago. But the signs of that fire are barely noticeable now. The land has healed beautifully, and you have to look close to see any traces of it. You might spot a few skeleton remains of old saguaros standing on the slopes. The ground, though, is now covered in a lush blanket of happy green shrubs. It's spring here. We have the wildflowers, and you see the brilliant gold poppies and purple lupine just create this absolute joyful carpet of color. I just love this time of the year. It's a powerful and beautiful story of nature's resilience.
As I begin to near the summit, the first evidence of the village begins to emerge.
Not as grand buildings, but as quiet clues. Piles of rocks just too organized to be an accident. And then you see it, the stone foundations of the village. It's not some towering castle, but the footprint of a real community. Low stone walls, barely a foot or two high, outline the 40 rooms that once housed up to 100 people.
This wasn't just a fortress. This was a home.
I step into what was once a family's home. It's easy to imagine this space bustling with life, cooking, weaving, making pottery even, celebrating under the vast desert sky. Yet, from this same spot, the view is a strategic masterpiece. You can see for miles. A perfect vantage point for peace of mind where no one could approach unseen.
You can almost feel the quiet watchfulness of the people who once stood where I am right now, their eyes scanning the beautiful horizon.
Walking through the little compounds, a clear pattern shows itself. Straight lines, rectangular rooms, neat 90-degree angles. It's a practical, orderly design. But then you find something that breaks the pattern. Perhaps a happy little accident. One building, and only one, has these lovely rounded corners. This is the mystery room, and it's at the heart of the gentle puzzle of Sears-Kay. So,
why is this one room so different? It's a little less efficient to build curves, and if you want to add more rooms later on, it's not that easy.
The signs here offer a wonderful idea. This room may be even older than the rest of the village. Its rounded shape is more like the pit houses the Hohokam used before they moved onto the hilltops. Isn't that a lovely thought? That this was an older, special place that the new village was built around? A place so important they just couldn't bear to take it down.
Some have even thought it could be a place to come to watch the sky.
You see, its entrance faces perfectly to the east, maybe to watch for our old friends, the sun and the moon, to track the solstices and the equinoxes. All these are very important for a farmer to know exactly when to plant their gardens. Now, we may never know for sure, but standing inside its low curved walls, you can't help but feel this place was special. What do you think this room was for?
A special ceremonial chamber? A chief's home? Let me know your lovely theories in the comments below.
It's a wonderful little puzzle that we're all still trying to solve. This mystery makes us wonder even more about why the village is here at all. The fact that they built these walls tells a story of worry and concern. Around 1050 AD, something was happening that made the Hohokam feel that being safe and sound was the most important thing. But after about 150 years, they left. By 1200 AD, Sears-Kay was quiet again. Just like their arrival, their leaving is a gentle mystery. Did the troubles end? Did the land get tired and need to rest? Or did they simply move on to a new place to paint their picture? The ruins don't give us clear answers.
The people who built this place simply just moved on, leaving thousands of quiet little stones out here in the desert and thousands of more questions. The Sears-Kay Ruins are on the National Register for Historic Places.
A precious link to the past we must protect. The idea is simple. Leave no trace. Take pictures and memories, but leave every stone exactly as you found it. Getting back on the motorcycle feels like waking from a dream. This wasn't just a ride. It was a journey into a gentle, ancient mystery. A reminder of the deep and wonderful stories this land holds.
If you enjoyed our trip back in time with me today, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next episode. And it would do me a huge favor if you'd hit that like button. Alright, my friends. Once again, thank you so much for joining me on this adventure today, and I hope to see you in the next one. Till next time.